this was definitely the hardest thing I've ever done. Well, let's start at the beginning. We are back in Mallorca. So we were here last year for the Mallorca 312, but that didn't go as planned. So we are trying again this year. We trained very hard. We are aiming again for the full 312 kilometer loop. So that means we have also, I think, 6,000 meters of elevation.
5,000.
So 5,000. We are a bit stressed, but let's see. 5:30 in the morning. We were at the start line together with 8,000 other riders. Less than half of these would finish the longest route, and we were eager to be two of them. First climb of the day. It's so many cyclists everywhere, people cheering. At the moment we are quite good in time, but let's see, it's still a super long route to go. Christina's eating at the moment. I also already ate some, because last year one of the problems was that we didn't do nutrition well. So how are you feeling so far?
We're tired, but we're pushing the good power, so I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah. So we basically made a plan before, and we did a rough calculation of how much we need to push to safely make the cuts. And at the moment, at least based on the calculation,
We're doing it well.
we are doing well. How is eating on the bike?
Almost impossible, but you have to.
So this is now climb 5 out of 18. It's now 8k before the first time split. This is where last year we had to stop and lost a lot of time, so seemed all good this time. So it's 4 kilometers until the split. The first one should be good, but you never know until you're there. We managed the first time cut, so one more critical time cut is the harder one, but we are definitely in for at least the 225 kilometers. It's getting hot now, and also after going past the first time cut you realize that you still have to do like 200 kilometers. So I feel like at these long ones you always have this moment where you realize that it's still, or that it's in general quite hard, and then you have other moments where it's really enjoyable, but right now it's more one of the hard ones. Another climb almost done, but it's really tiring. We finished now the biggest climbs. So from now on it's mainly distance and then a few smaller ones. But we are feeling good. The only thing is really the heat, especially when climbing. This is the part where it's really hard. I can barely keep like speed of 25, 26. But we are trying now to get to the next food stop. It's like 15k. And then we'll see if I can find something salty. Because I really feel like something salty now. Time-wise we are okay though. But at some point I guess we have to increase the power a bit. So I felt the heat, but this was nothing compared to what I felt afterwards. This was really hard. So we now made it to the food stop because I'm a bit out of energy and I'm a bit sick of gels, but that was one of the hardest bits I've ever done, I think. 3 kilometers until the next split. So that's the checkpoint that decides if you can do the longest. Last year, that's where we were forced on the shorter one. So we made the time cut. I thought everything is going well. Last year this was the time cut that we actually missed. So it was a great feeling. However, that feeling didn't last long.
So we will most likely make it. Leon was feeling a bit sick and a bit down, but now we're going at a very good speed and we need an average of I think below 20 to make it, so should be fine.
At this point I basically just tried to eat at every single food stop. But to be honest, the only thing I could really eat was oranges. I didn't really feel like anything else. I really wanted something salty actually, but they didn't have it. So I stick to the oranges. But it was not necessarily enough to keep my body going. So it's gonna be quite tight with the next cutoff in the finish. We only have to hold an average of 20 or so, but I'm still, like my stomach, my body feels quite weak. So we will split. Christina will go for it and I will try my best. And then we will hopefully meet at the finish.
So it was quite funny in a way because so we split with Leon, then he caught up with me on the descent, then we split again, then he caught up with me on the descent again, and now we split again and we'll meet at the finish. But even though he's very, very exhausted, I think he will finish on time because it's mostly downhill and flat and he's bigger, so it's very good for him. But yeah, let's keep our finger crossed for him. It's actually a bit lonely without him, but I will stop right before the finish. I don't know, 1 or 2 turns before to not block the people, and then I will wait for him for as long as I can, and hopefully we can finish together.
Basically, after we split, I tried to continue, but at some point I just noticed that my speed dropped to really like ridiculously slow speeds. So I was going 14, 15 kilometers per hour. On none of the short climbs, I basically just decided to stop because I was sure I would not make the time anyway. Ultimately, it's better to be safe. So I figured it's nice that Christina will make it. So it still feels like a win for the team.
So I made it. I couldn't feel much because my phone is dying. But it's a bit of a sour victory, to be honest. It's because, yeah, Leon is not here.
So I will try it again next year. Hopefully on that day everything goes well. I will do heat training, and I think one of the issues was that I didn't have enough electrolytes. It's always hard to tell, but I was drinking basically just water after the first few hours. And probably that at least didn't help me to feel well. So next year I will take even more care about nutrition, and hopefully that's enough to make it. And hopefully you are going to be here to watch it.